Okay, so this relationship reveal is a question. Should a woman give the man the money to pay certain bills, like if they're out to eat and everything, so it looks like he's paying rather than her paying? What happened was there were maybe 2 or 3 couples who went out to eat, and when it was time to pay the bill, the one girl handed their portion of the money to the guy so that the guy could pay the bill.
To her boyfriend.
Yeah, to her boyfriend or her
whatever.
husband, whomever, so that he can pay the bill. But it was her money. So one of the other women saw, and she asked her, "Why are you doing that?" And her answer was, "I don't want to emasculate him, or, make him feel less than."
I think
Would a man feel that way?
well, first of all, I think the woman needed to mind her business.
The friend?
Yeah, she needed to mind her business
Yeah,
because I look at it probably before they went out. He probably didn't want to go. He probably knew his pockets were low.
Okay.
She said, "No, we said we were going to go to dinner with them. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll cover it." He looked at the bill, looked at her.
Okay.
She handed her, the money. She didn't want to be embarrassed.
Okay, so it
All
wouldn't
right.
if you
No.
as the man did not have the money and the woman had to fork over the money, not even to you, just to pay the bill.
Right.
You wouldn't feel.
Nah, most brothers probably say pimping. He the man,
Okay.
he playing. He's a player. But realistically, no. I mean, if I don't have the money in my pocket and you committed to this, and probably I didn't, all right, but I still have to go because you're my woman, and I got to go because you need me to be there or want me to be there. You got to pay.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
You gotta pay.
gosh.
Katie.
Well, I mean, if you fronting, I don't like fronting like that. You know what I mean? So I think that's a shame if he got a front like that, and
I ain't wanna go.
She's playing along with it, just helping them front. I can't say it's wrong, but ain't no future in fronting.
Okay. Monique.
You actually had a really good point.
Thank you.
Because I've been there too.
She makes me laugh.
So yeah, I mean, basically, you have a good point. There's no future in front, and at the same token, we don't know what the arrangement was before we got there. So and they don't know. Like you said, the other lady needed to mind her business because you don't know what we talked about. Maybe it's my week to pay.
True,
So you don't
true.
know the back history. So I think in that situation, people should just, with a couple, especially a married couple, you should stay out of it because maybe he pay all the mortgage, the bills, and she
Yeah,
take care of dinner.
yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
our arrangement.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And just
I
because he-
agree with all the maybes, because you could put in maybes, and I agree with all that. That's maybe he paying all that, and that's fine. But in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, and maybe I shouldn't be talking out of turn like this, but for what I'm seeing in a lot of these relationships in our community, it's a shame that, and this is the dude, in my opinion, that people are going for. Ladies are going for this dude. You're going for the dude whose pockets are light. You know what I mean? The dude who can't, and I don't mean, drug dealers or whatever, because they got, heavy pockets or whatever, but you seem to be picking or
I will tell you why.
picking or settling for these dudes who can't bring home the bacon.
There's a reason.
And it's unfortunate. And as long as you keep doing it, they're gonna keep, because men, whether they be any color, anywhere, wherever they come from, they're gonna rise to the occasion, no matter how long it might take them. And those that don't, we leave them. They didn't. They ain't rise to the occasion. But if the bar is set low, that's where the men gonna go.
That's a deep
to the low bar. So
Wow.
if they can't go into their pockets to pay for a little dinner or whatever, and I'm not trying to maybe it to death, because who can argue against the maybes? Yes, maybe he paid the last time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe he got mugged right before he came in. You know what I mean? Whatever. You can maybe it to death.
Lost
But I'm
his
just
wallet.
talking about the reality of our community is that our men, and I'm a man, are not meeting we're not rising to the level. You know why? Because we simply do not have to.
So how does a
if
woman
you look
handle
good, if you work out, if people know you in the community, you good, you golden. She gonna pay for you.
I hear that.
Okay.
I'm with you. He back.
I hear that.
You got to give it to him.
But from your point of view, how do I handle that? I'm at dinner. You know, it's time to collect the check. How do you think a woman should handle that to make him know that, no, bro, you got to step up?
Well, they should
Yeah,
talk
but
about
that's
that
not-
beforehand.
yeah, yeah,
You don't
yeah,
do
you
that
gotta
at
do- yeah,
dinner.
you can't do it at
Yeah,
dinner. It's too
at
late.
dinner.
At dinner, y'all gotta.
Somebody
have
gonna
to
be
pay.
washing
Yeah.
dishes.
You know what?
Or the other people, they're gonna be mad at y'all.
Yeah. Somebody gonna
Somebody
be
got
washing
somebody
dishes.
got to pay. But yeah, you got to deal with that beforehand.
But I think with couples, I mean, you just never know what their backgrounds are like. So I think it's
That's why
different
the
when you're
girlfriend-
dating.
That's why the girlfriend need to mind her business,
Right.
even if you
Definitely,
are
she
dating.
needs to mind her business.
That's one
I would
thing I
definitely
agree with
agree with that.
100%.
100, yeah.
100%.
She should
It's very
definitely mind her business.
disrespectful to come and ask somebody about their personal.
Yeah,
business.
why did you
That's
pay
a-
for that?
that's a-
Yeah, it's none of your business. I didn't ask you to pay
Oh
for
my
it.
God, that's a.
Yeah.
If somebody said to me,
Don't ask me nothing.
somebody could say to me, say, Todd, you gonna get that? I mean, here's the bill. I said, you want my money? He said, yeah, it's for the bill. No, my money's for something.
Wow.
It ain't for that bill. It's for something.
And he will. I seen him do that. He will. He will.
Like, nah.
He'll do
Well,
that.
I've seen him
He'll
do that as well.
Yeah,
I know.
you saw that, right?
He made it clear.
It's for something.
Wow.
Well, you might as well put it out in the open.
It's
You
it's
do
all
you,
good. It's
baby.
all good.
Do what you do.
Hey, Miss T, that was a nice relationships reveal,
Okay.
and we thank the viewer who sent you that. That's
Yes.
a good one, and folks, keep them coming, because you never know when they will end up on the air. Right now, we'll take.